Welcome to another episode of All Lights featuring the Melbourne International Film Festival. The second day of the festival witnessed the screening of some of the movies that flared in almost all the top film festivals this year. Melancholia by Lars Von Tier, Le Havre by Aki Kaurismäki, Senna by Asif Kapadia, Hobo with a Shotgun by Jason Eisener and Footnote by Joseph Cedar were the festival hits that were brought on screen for the Melbourne film lovers on the second day. Let's have a look at the other movies that were screened as a part of the program on 22nd July. Jess 18 and Moss is 12. They spend a lazy summer together on a derelict farm in rural Kentucky. With their family strangely absent, the pair occupies their time exploring, playing, bickering, sharing secrets, and trying to understand how they have come to be alone. Lovingly shot on the 30 varieties of film stock and drenched in adolescent anomie, Jess and Moss is writer-director Clay Jeter's lyrical, impressionistic study of idleness and a trophy of truth. Nostalgic and dreamlike, but with an almost menacing otherworldly edge, this is a surprising and hypnotic debut from an emergent author. After Greg is attacked by a young employee outside his home, he finds his life and his relationship with wife Claire turned upside down as a face-to-face intervention chaired by Jack exposes secrets, lies and ever-increasing layers of complexity to a seemingly straightforward story. Also starring Luke Ford, Laura Gordon and Chris Conley, this bristling ensemble piece from David Williamson and filmmaker Michael Reimer takes a scalpel to Australian society, exposing the deep-seated prejudices that still exist under the surface.
It was a nightmare, it still is.
I gave this kid a job. And look what it got me. Look. If you believe everything you've heard today, I'm nothing but a vain, stupid prick.
Better than most.
Oh, hang on. Someone just said something nice about me. Am I dreaming?
Look, from the minute he arrived, okay, he was telling us all how strong he was. How women were crazy about it.
I said that most people think I look like Brad Pitt. No, it's true. You guys just can't take it.
We're being open here today, okay? We're saying stuff that we normally wouldn't say.
If you don't want to do that, we can call the whole bloody thing off.
Anyone else got an affair they want to talk about? No? Good. Let's move on.
I did the standing in the rain. Oh, babe, you left me getting cold and wet while you were looking at the menu. Did they get me?
Filmmaker Felipe Ramos takes a fresh approach to the Joan of Arc narrative as he conjures a hitherto untold story of her ransoming by the British to the French. With the voices that have guided her falling silent, Joan finds herself captured, suicidal, and on her way to being burned at the stake. But after escaping her French captor, she falls in with many of those wrapped up in the battle, including a compassionate healer, a crazed preacher, and a deceitful British officer. Joan of Arc told through the stories of others, the silence of Joan offers a bold and atmospheric insight into the troubled mind of the heroine teen. When the Macaron Pool opened in Williamsburg in 1936, it was the size of a football field with a capacity to hold 6,800 bathers. When it closed abruptly in 1983, it became a hangout for gangs, junkies, graffiti artists and the homeless. Fast forward nearly 25 years and this neighborhood boasts a vibrant international music scene, the result of a canny choreographer identifying the potential of the empty pool as a performance space. Since its redevelopment in 2005, bands like the Beastie Boys, Black Lips, The Breeders and Yola Tango have all performed at the wildly successful pool party concerts. Beth Alla's debut documentary is an inspiring and enjoyable tale of an urban renewal success story, charting an inevitable journey from the decay to gentrification to commercialization.
And that was the end.
It sat empty for 2 decades.
There is something beautiful when you walk into that space. You feel magnificent.
It just has this mystery. I just remember wondering, what did happen here? Why is this pool so big and why is there no water here? The basic premise was that if we could fix it, we could use it.
Nothing was going to stop us.
I think there was a certain inevitability to McCarran becoming a music venue because it coincided with the rise of the music scene in Brooklyn.
So many bands were here, so many bands started here.
There's really nothing cooler than playing here. They're some of the best, most fun New York shows we've played ever.
It had a mythical kind of, intriguing kind of quality, like really bands have been playing in a place that used to be a public pool. Wow.
Really an experience as opposed to just a show.
To me, the history of the pool is the history of New York City.
Commissioned for last year's Shanghai World Fair but overcoming its roots as an official film, this documentary from Hsiao-hsien collates the memories of 18 people, including filmmaker Hsiao-hsien, singer Rebecca Pan, and Jiazmu Zhao Tao to reconstruct a melancholic history of Shanghai from the brutalities of 1930s Japanese occupation through its current place as one of the most powerful cities in the world. Tied together by the elegant cinematography of Jia favorite Yu Lake Wai, I Wish I Knew is a restrained, thoughtful tour of a city evolving so fast that it risks forgetting everything it once was.
民国37年11月9号，我第一架飞机飞到悉尼。
影响了天上的月亮，最亮的明星。
以前是中法社会嘛，男人没有恋爱的。
他不出戏了，后来我后来正好跑了，我从上海跑到香港。
来到香港呢，我开头辰光呢，我根本是不大想学广东闲话，我觉得我不过是一个过客。
I wish I knew someone like you could love me.
With that, we come to an end of this episode of All Lights. We'll be back shortly with more films and more updates from Melbourne. See you then.